Stewie and Jewel carry the load, the bulk of our points. But games like this where we have to kind of push through and fight through some fatigue, whether it's mental or physical, it's important for, everyone to contribute. And as a collective, we did that.
And the last one for me, real quick. Through 21 games now, you guys are 16-5, number one seed overall in the WNBA. What are you most proud of, and what does the team still need to improve on?
Yeah, I'm most proud of just our ability to be resilient, bounce back. We've only had two losses in a row so far, but our ability to just kind of lock in and understand um, we are still getting to know each other as a group, but where we are trending in the right direction. Understanding what is successful for this group, what does it look like, what is our standard for this group, and I mean, just the journey, understanding that every game kind of has looked different. It's different games, who's our leading scorer, our leading rebounder. But all in all, just kind of staying together, staying locked in through the ups and downs, the lows, the highs of our season right now. And, just staying the course and being in a very good spot for a relatively new team.
Thank you, Coach.
No problem.
Thanks, Jeff. And let's go to Andy Yamashita.
Hey, Coach, thanks for the time. Katie Lou set her career high just a couple of days ago with 14 points, comes back, does it again today. What improvements are you seeing from her, and what have you guys done to get her more involved in the offense?
Yeah, just kudos to Lou for staying the course. I know just a few days ago we talked about how she didn't have a great game, and my response was just to kind of continue to instill the confidence in her and for her to understand she's a valuable piece. And as you see, just very efficient from the floor, career highs those both days. Just getting her on the move a little bit, getting her in her spots where she can post up, coming off ball screens, coming off DHOs, getting to her kill spots. Understanding in our offense at that position, because those our big three get a lot of attention, there are going to be a lot of opportunities to step in and hit open shots, and be aggressive, specifically, on when that ball rotates to her or whatever it is. And the pressure is not for her to just be getting play calls every possession, but understanding you're going to get a lot of touches. But then when you're cooking, understanding where her strengths are as well. So it's a growth process for us, with this system. And she's new and she's finding her way. She's a very smart player and picks up on all of our nuances. And so she's seamlessly transitioned to this team and understanding there's this another level she can get to, but just excited for her continued growth and continued confidence. She can't waver through the ups and downs.
Definitely. And then you touched on this a little bit, but 15 huge points for Piff off the bench. What does she bring to this team, especially without Steph and Izzy?
Yeah, Piff just brings this calmness. She's a Capricorn. I'm a Capricorn. I joke with her a lot, but she's just steady. And on the floor, she's going to. She has the ability to create her own shot. She understands where her spots are. She understands how our defense is. She understands who she's on the floor with, and she's low maintenance. You know what I mean? She doesn't complain. She's an awesome teammate. Though the games that she doesn't, she's not grooving as well, she's talking to Jewel, she's helping. She's, not bad body language. She just always stays the course and is super solid. And again, a player who, just the other day she didn't score, but then comes back and has a huge game. So it's just a compliment to her and just who she is, really.
Awesome. Thank you.
No problem.
And let's go to Masvita. Masvita, go ahead.
Yeah, Coach. One for you off the court question. How do you manage the next 40 days? You got everybody going everywhere. So it's and I know it's a learning thing for you. How do you do that? Or is that something you're now going to have to talk with everybody organizational wise?
Yeah, first and foremost, just really take the time to take a break and utilize this time that I have. I'm only taking a short time off, but just kind of turn my mind off for a second, and then come back refreshed. That's first and foremost, and that's kind of for all of our players who won't be in the Olympics. But again, we've kind of prepared for these days and this moment of approaching the Olympic break with intention. And so, the players who aren't here are going to get, their work in. We're going to prep and utilize the time to get better, but also in a strategic way. And I just pray that our Olympians come back healthy and in one piece, and not have to happen to play big minutes. But we're heading into a big stretch of the last part of our season, but we have a huge first part of that the coming back. So it's just a balance of understanding, working smarter, not necessarily harder, but using this time as a way to grow everybody, to get everybody in rhythm, and hopefully when everyone returns back to the short practices that we have, we kind of just get it going.
Last one, and how confident are you? You've talked about the growth process. Today you mentioned how the communication and the recognition was critical in terms of playing the defense by various players. Just how confident are you now where the team is in terms of maturity, familiarity with each other in the growth process?
Yeah, I'm very confident right now in that. And before Steph and Ezzy left, they're playing at a high level as well, and understanding who we can get contributions from, when in the game we can, and just getting to know everyone, and seeing the strengths, and weaknesses that we have as well. But we're halfway through, and again in a very good spot. And I think that flow, the chemistry that we're searching for or have been searching for, I think is slowly coming, slowly developing. But it's about peaking at the right time, and I don't think that we've peaked. I think there's another level we can get to, and we're hopefully utilizing this time to continue to grow, get better, and not only in games now, but in this time to practice these weeks that we have.
Thank you, Coach.
No problem.
Let's go to M. Adler. M.
Hi, Coach. I know we talked pregame about players getting shots other than, the big three. It looked like Piff was doing that a lot in the third quarter. Katie Lou really came out like that. I know you talked about her scoring before her confidence, but I just wanted to ask, what her generating shots off the bounce helped get the offense going.
Yeah, I kind of heard you. Did you say for Piff?
For Katie Lou in the first quarter and Piff in the third.
Okay. Yeah. That's something, looking at both those players. If you guys watch our games, Piff is coming off of a lot of ball screens. And Katie Lou coming off DHOs into movement is good, because today she was able to either take that pull up or attack the rim. And just being able to utilize them in certain moments of the game, or utilize them in certain actions, is super helpful when our others aren't really getting it rolling. But for them to understand that they have advantages in those movements and in those times. And we'll continue run Piff off of ball screens. That's her bread and butter. And getting her to go one-on-one, getting her to go downhill is very advantageous for us.
Gotcha. And then wanted to ask, obviously, Suber, most of her offensive game comes from, being smart, picking her spots. She had she had some good shots off the bounce today, like the runner to really seal the game. I was just wondering, does she sometimes shock you with how she can still sometimes be explosive off the bounce?
No, I mean, I'll say yes and no. Obviously, we understand that Sue's been playing for a long time, and I will say the stuff that she's doing right now in her career, it is amazing. I don't want to disqualify that. It is amazing. But I've seen it so much, and she puts in the work, and she's just primed and ready, and she has it in her DNA to take those shots. I've seen it so much that it's not surprising, but it's so fun to watch and so great to watch, because you understand the evolution of Sue. You understand where she is in her career and what she's still able to do. It is great. It is amazing. And I said this before, let's just appreciate the greatness of Sue. Like, don't even put the age on it, whatever it is. The thing that she's doing as an elite player in this league right now is awesome.
Great. Thank you.
No problem.
Hey, thanks, Em. And Nick Patterson. Let's wrap it up here today with Nick.
Hi, Noel. Nick Patterson from the Everett Herald. Thanks for talking to us. My question is what do you think about what the atmosphere has been like here at games at Angel, the Winds Arena, and has it changed over time as the season's progressed and restrictions have started to loosen?
Yeah, it has. It's amazing to come to Everett and for our fans to kind of make that trip from wherever they are to support us. We'll be forever grateful for that, and it gives us energy. I joke about us being on the road the entire season, but we understand that when we're able to come to Angels Win and Angel of Winds Arena and play in front of our fans, it is super helpful. And it's you do see you get the sense of the restrictions. We first started, the fans are kind of far away, and now we have our floor seats. See, Sean Kemp was here today and things of that nature. We see the support that the city is showing us, and though we are in Everett, it's amazing. Our fans are amazing, and they will still continue to follow us and show love. And we just got to give back by playing hard and showing that energy every night.
Did this game feel the most normal you've played so far at home?
It did, Sunday fun day, right? it was good to see everybody in good spirits. Good to have an actually very good game for us to kind of show our fans as well against a very good Phoenix team. So yeah, it felt good today. The atmosphere, the energy, you can definitely feel it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, thanks, Coach. We appreciate joining you. We'll see you back in about a month or so.
See you in a month, yeah.
All right, we'll have the players back here in just a few minutes. All right, we've got Kitty Samuelson and Brianna Stewart here. Mercedes Russell will be joining us here shortly. These two are heading out tonight for Las Vegas, so we're going to try to get through real quick with them and not keep them too much longer. Let's open up with Jeff Brown. Jeff, why don't you kick us off?
Hey, Stewie. So you guys lost 5 players this past offseason, including 2 starters. You finished the pre-Olympic schedule 16-5, number 1 overall seed in the WNBA. Have things been better than expected, on par? And then how much better can this team be in the second half?
I think that, coming in with all these new players, it was a huge opportunity. I don't think I would say things are better or worse than expected. I think it's on par. We knew the people that we were bringing in, and just continuing to make sure that everybody kind of bought into the system and we battled. I mean, I think the way that the first half of the season has gone, there's been a lot of adversity. There's been a lot of bumps. There's been a lot of games without players. But to be number 1 for this break is huge. But also knowing we have 10 games left afterwards.
And then in this game, you and Jewel just combined for 21 points, which is pretty unusual to see. Can you just talk about, the other players, one to your left there that stepped up big, and also Piff, who had 15 tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I think just the fact that multiple people stepped up, we were able to go, I guess, pretty deep into our bench, especially without 2 players. And for everybody that came in made an impact, and I think that's the thing that's huge. And we talked about it before the game. You know, we're focusing on these 40 minutes. No Commissioner Cup is on the line. Obviously, the series is on the line, but we want to make sure that we go into the break feeling good about our team, and now everybody can kind of go and enjoy their time, win gold medals, do whatever you got to do.
And then Katie Lou, you had a tremendously successful offseason over in Spain, named to the first team in Euro Cup play or EuroLeague play. What did you learn from that experience that made you a better basketball player in the WNBA this season, and especially like in these past two games where you've really started to go off?
I think just playing free and getting me a little more confidence. I would say that's kind of all that has came through of that. And, I'm just trying to play free and do whatever I can every game to help the team.
Awesome. Thank you.
Let's go to Andy Yamashita. Yeah, Andy, go ahead.
Hey, y'all. Thanks for the time. Obviously, you guys gave up 55 points to Brittany and Skylar last time you guys played, but tonight held them to only 33. Mercedes, I know you're the primary defender on Britt most of the time, but what were you guys doing differently tonight?
I think we just wanted to make them take difficult shots as a team. Together, we were just working well together, rotating very well. Obviously, doubling Griner to make it difficult for her. And I think as a team, we did a good job of that tonight.
Definitely. And then I know you guys touched on it a little bit, but having a bench that can give you 15, 20 points obviously is a huge advantage, especially when the starters maybe need a little bit of time just to find their stroke. How important is that? Anyone can answer that.
It's huge. I mean, I think that the depth is something that's super important as we get to the end of this season, as we kind of get into the postseason, really taking advantage of the depth and the players that we have. And I think for our bench, these are things that, these players do in practice. So for any of us to kind of see it, we're not surprised by it. Just happy that they're confident and aggressive.
Awesome. Thank you.
Let's go to Masvida. Masvida, go ahead.
Yeah, thanks. Hey, Mercedes, going back, I mean, to kind of what Katie Lou talked about, defensively, seems like you're playing more free and ball recognition. Are you getting more comfortable in this defensive with the team? You guys all together in your communication?
Yeah, I think obviously we've had, players gone, different lineups, but at the end of the day, I think just bringing energy and just playing alongside one another, we're meshing very well. And obviously we're going to go into this break. Stewie's going to come back with a gold medal. Lou's going to come back with a medal. I'm going to the beach, but so when we come back, obviously that's the second half of the season. So it's good that we're playing, well together now, giving us momentum.
Sorry, and then one more for the two, just the excitement of competing for a gold medal, both of you, just the excitement of that, knowing that you've done this part of the season and moving forward. How fun is that right now to be you, either one of you?
I don't think Lou really has felt it yet. I think once you get there, no, I'm serious. Once you get there to the Olympics, it's something that you can't explain. And it's an experience that, I recommend everybody to really be a sponge. So I think I'm excited to go to Tokyo to see what it's all going to be about. Obviously, anytime we get to represent our country is like no other, and going to go get gold.
Yeah, I'm just excited to go, kind of taking it day by day because I don't have any expectations or experience when it comes to this.
Thank you.
Hey, thanks, Masvida. Christos, why don't you go ahead next? Christos?
Hello, ladies. First of all, congratulations about the win and your journey so far. Two quick questions for you, Stewie. First, the first one is, what are the takeaways of the first half of the season for you going into the All-Star game and the Olympic Games in Tokyo? And second, what is your main expectation from the All-Star game until your Tokyo experience this season?
Yeah, looking at the first half of the season, I think that I like kind of place that I've gotten into. I think anytime you go from one team back to the WNBA, it takes a little bit to adjust from overseas and all of that. And happy to be able to be sharing the court with all of my teammates, obviously. And then expectations, to be honest, I'm not really sure. We're going to go to Vegas. We're going to have the All-Star game. We're going to have exhibition games, and then we're going to go to Tokyo. And I mean, it's all a business trip. So we're going to go there and have that kind of mindset and at the same time enjoy it.
And for you, Katie, can we expect from you a little bit trash talking if you're gonna play against Team USA to stew your Joel or Sue Bird on the floor?
What was the question?
Can we expect from you a little bit trash talking during the game if you play against Team USA?
Oh, I won't be playing against them.
Okay.
Yep, but he
Katie
said
Lou's in
trash
the
talking.
3-on-3 tournament.
Oh, yeah.
I won't be playing against you.
Okay, I'm sorry. So about your Tier 3 experience, how important is to win the gold medal?
I think, that's the goal. I think every time you put on a Team USA jersey, you're expecting to go out there and win gold. So that's what, we're putting on ourselves, and we're just going to go play as hard as we can.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Christos. And M. Adler. Go ahead, Em.
First question for Kalu. Wanted to ask, obviously you came into the team known for your three-point shooting, but tonight making a lot of plays off the dribble, out of the corner, just from your own handle. I was wondering, is that something, I mean, obviously I'm sure that's something you've worked on, but is that something you're seeing growth with and something you're trying to work more into the game?
Yeah, for sure. I think for me, people know me as a shooter. That's kind of what I did before. I'm not shooting as well as I would like to be, but I have to be able to, open up more opportunities for myself by being aggressive, by driving to the basket, and just trying to make more plays. I think I've felt more confident finishing at the rim than I have before, so I'm going to continue to do that.
Yeah, thanks.
Thanks, Em. Jeff Brown, go ahead, Jeff.
Yeah, which two players are going to advance in the 3-point All-Star contest in the finals for the All-Star game?
Jewel,
and I don't know.
Jewel, and we don't know the other one, but Jewel is definitely making it.
Sammy, I'll take Sammy.
Yeah, Jewel and Sammy.
Sammy, okay. Thank you, guys.
All right, well, let's go ahead and wrap things up. We appreciate your time, ladies. Good luck at the Olympics for this too, and Mercedes, good luck at the beach. And we'll see all of you back in August.